Hi everybody. I am going to record a number of videos. I'm doing these on Friday evening. I'm actually going to the airport in a couple of hours from now, and I wanted to get some content put together in advance since I'll be occupied on Saturday. So crypto aside, the market won't be moving, so that's good. I can talk about stuff and it still be fresh, even after I record it. So this is going to be a general overview as to kind of where the market's at. And I'll warn you on all these videos, I'm not going to sort of look at the charts in advance. This can be in the style of those YouTube reaction videos where I just sort of tell you off the cuff what I'm thinking. I will say before I dive in, just very generally speaking, have nothing to do with charts. Well, a couple of points. One, welcome gold members. I've been promoting gold membership. Now that we're able to offer a nearly free trial for 1 month, and I've seen a lot of people doing that, so welcome, and I hope those of you who haven't done it yet consider doing that. Also welcome everybody to Slope Talk, because I think that after a tremendous amount of work, you just don't know how much we've really gotten the kinks out of the system. I never used to hang out in comments, you know that. And now I hang out in Slope Talk a lot, especially these days because the market's so fun. And it's just kind of fun hanging out in the clubhouse and talking to everybody. So those of you not hanging out there, you really should try it, because it's an order of magnitude better than just hanging out in the comments, classic comments. It's a lot of fun. So having said that, let's talk about the week that was. And we're going to go into it by dialing the clock back a week. And so last week, we had this sort of gentle, slow motion down, and then that bottomed basically midnight last Wednesday. And keep in mind, I'm talking about not the week we just had, but the week prior. And so it bottomed, and I've anchored a line to that bottom, and then it started strengthening. And it got stronger and stronger and stronger. And I don't, it's all a blur at this point. I don't recall what data point came out, and it really hardly matters. But some given data point came out that really got things going. So it goosed it higher, and this kind of settled down, and then continued on Friday. And this was just really awful, I got to tell you. Because we went from, and I'm just trying to kind of gear you into the psychology I was going through here, because I'm sure some of you were in the same boat. We went from about 39.25 up to nearly 4,100 in the span of a couple of days, 2 or 3 trading days. So we bottomed early on Thursday, went up, went way up, burned off a little bit during the Sunday session, and then once Monday hit, went up some more. And it was round about here, it was like maximum screeching on my point. I hate trading, I hate the market, I never want to do this again, I'm going to quit, on and on and on and on. And of course, as we all know, based on human nature, that's exactly the time when things were peaking. And now, there's nothing about the chart per se that would indicate that. Nothing at all. If you just look at it in this context, it's like, well, God knows how high it'll go. And this line was the focus. The broken trend line, and we'd finally broken it, but God damn it, it was above it again. It was way above it. So this was very miserable. Then things changed. And so on Monday, we started sinking, which gave me some relief. And it kind of stabilized and started climbing some more. And then Tuesday came, and I'm embarrassed not to remember, honestly, that this week feels like a year. What the news was, and you don't even have to chime in. It doesn't matter what the news was, but the news came out, whatever it was, and sent things just absolutely plunging. And it blew below the trend line again. And they got weaker and weaker and weaker, and that was all lovely. And then Wednesday came, and I expected some kind of push back because it had been so long since we had a nice hearty tumble in the span of a day. And so it did just that. It started to get some strength. And when the cash market opened, it really started to it's not reflected here. Gosh. So yeah, it pushed a little higher, but that was kind of all she wrote. Wasn't much of a day. It's kind of a blasé day. And then Thursday came. Oh, I beg your pardon. Here we go. Now I'm embarrassed. See, this is why I should do this beforehand. All right, so Wednesday, nothing really happened. Thursday came, and we got a big rally. And this was one of the moments I was kind of proud because for once, really at a good price way up here, I got short the spiders. And remember that because I'm going to mention that in a second. Got short the spiders and added more Tesla shorts. And then it started reversing. And it reversed quite hard, as you can see. So, and I left this line here because we took out the lows from the prior week, which was important. And fell and fell and fell. And it's like very cool stuff. And then brings us to today when I'm recording this. And it was really interesting because just as we had done this pattern here, making some semblance at a bullish breakout, which failed, and I wrote about this in real time, we had the miniature version of that right here. And it did pop above it after the jobs report. It really didn't know what to do with itself. As you can see, the jobs report came out and the market was very confused what to do with this information. And it finally succumbed. And, you know, I mentioned the spider puts earlier. I'd actually acquired them, I don't know, maybe, yeah, the day prior. Now I remember, I got them, I initially got them here, and I got more here. And I got rid of them all here. No, here. Let's just say by end of day Friday, there was tens of thousands of dollars of extra profit that I did not have because of that sale. So that kind of bugged me. Anyway, and we scoot forward to the present. And so that is a lot to chew on for a couple of weeks' time. So in summary, a gentle sell-off for a few days last week, an explosive move higher, terminated on Monday, and we had this topping pattern which fell, and we had this, look at the mirror image here where that white line is, just almost a perfect mirror image, and then it failed here and fell terribly hard. Now we're like 8 minutes into this, and we've only looked at this one chart. That's pretty much all we are going to look at, because, you know, what's next? Well, assuming that the government doesn't come out, as they sometimes do, with a super special, super duper announcement late on Sunday before the market opens to like save the day, let's just assume, you know, they won't do that. I've said it countless times, and it bears repeating, this Fibonacci is a big deal. And I'm going to go way out on a limb and tell you what I think is going to happen for weeks. I think what's going to happen is we will fall to this level quickly on Monday. We will find support there. Once it's evident that there is support, we will start to rally. I do not know how long the rally will last. Given the swiftness of this drop down, you know, it could be a very strong move. But in short, I think this will hold one more time, and that is it. I think it's going to reach its expiration date at that point. I have no basis of telling you that. It's just what I think. It's what I'm guessing. So we're going to test it one more time, find support, rally to some indeterminate level, maybe no higher than this, but some we'll go boing and spring higher. And then when we start to fall again, we're going to take this out. And that's what I think. So all in all, a very good week, and that's my shot in the dark, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to make some more videos now, and you'll see those later. Thank you.